live. I'm Lynn Serrano.
Do we ever come on not laughing? I'm Cheryl Eisenhower.
We'll be right back after this. Welcome back. Hi, Cheryl. How are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Always great to be here with you. Happy Wednesday.
Whose birthday?
No, I said happy Wednesday.
I thought you said happy birthday. I thought that's done wrong.
Turn up the volume, baby.
I'm
You-
working on the fact that it's Moan Wednesday. Okay, it's the third Monday in the month, so give me a break or in the
There-
week.
okay. So we did put to be announced, but then we went ahead and I did update what the topic was, and Cheryl put this in here, and I think it's a great topic. The people we meet. We could have this topic for a whole month.
Yeah, it's you never know. Number one, you never know when you're going to be that person that someone meets that changes them for if only a moment. Or you don't know when you're going to meet that person that changes you
Yeah.
or at least changes your attitude towards something. I met a person like this weekend. It's where this came from. And I didn't need it wasn't a life changing thing for me because I was where was at needing to be with it, but it kind of got me past a few things and actually kind of lifted the heart a little bit, and it was good. It was worth the time that our encounter was, and so that's what started this. But we've met all of us have met people like that. I hope that we have been those people to others. So how about you? Have you met anybody? We don't need to share names, but have you met anybody that changed your day or your life?
I try to meet people like that every day if possible. I think more than anything when we meet people, especially people that impact our life, especially when they pass on, and we realize that the way to honor them is to pass on their things that they taught us, and how they impact our life, and it's there's so many people that come forward and get out of their comfort zone to impact other people, and those people when you meet them, sometimes that's when you find your purpose, and it's because they got out of their comfort zone to make you feel like you're not the only one in that, that feels a certain way. It's really cool to meet those people and realize, you know, we're all the same. We're not in this by ourselves.
I think people are so afraid that if they tell something that the person's going to be judgmental. That was so great. It's hard to find people that'll listen without communication.
Hmm.
They just listen. And it's funny. They didn't have to say anything. They just listened, if that makes sense.
Yes, you're a good listener. You are a very good listener. Hi, Bob. Thanks for being here. Bob is a great listener. He has been a great listener for me for years, and I love and appreciate him just for that alone. So, um, we need those people in our lives.
And you need to acknowledge that while they're here. A lot of people, it's like when someone's gone, it's like, they meant so much. But did they know that?
Yes, and that is a big problem I see. I There's been a few people that have impacted people that I've seen on my wall lately, and it is sad that when you see someone pass, how everybody has so many great words to say about them, and I always sit back and go, but did they know how much they impacted people? And no, people don't need to have the accolades and know how great they are, but sometimes it would have been nice if they knew that, while they were here.
Well, you don't have to dote over it. You can just say, thank you for what you did.
Yeah.
Whatever it was. Just say that and then let it go.
Yeah.
And just to thank you helps people a lot. I mean,
Yeah.
a hug, something like that. You don't have to go like overboard.
Well, let's take a minute and talk about this guy right here. I mean, this guy is a giving guy. He Anybody that loses a pet, he goes and does a little plaque for them. I mean, he's always giving. He's kind and he's just anybody's down, he's always bringing them up, and he's just a great guy to so many people. And I greatly appreciate him, and he's even great to my daughters. He's encourages them and supports them all the time. So, sends them graduation cards. I mean, he's just a great guy. So I can spend a whole show talking about him. But again, it's one of those things where um, people go out of their way and make sure that you know others people know that that they're there.
Um, I just think I think it's really great. Sorry about that. This is a live show, and one of us forgot to cut the phone off.
That's a good.
And now it's not going to stop. Let me fix that right now. That's the advantages of being live. But yeah, that leaves the word. Tell them while they're alive. I don't care what it is. Tell them while they're alive.
And the people we meet during the day, I mean, we forget that every day we have a chance just to like open the door for somebody or give them a smile. The simple things. I mean, there's a lot of things you can do for free, you know? It's just a kind word.
Yeah, everybody says, but I can't afford to do this or that. You don't have to afford it. I mean, a hug, a smile, a thank you, a whatever.
Yeah. Or even an apology that's way overdue.
Well needed.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
probably the hardest one for people. Most people don't like to apologize, period.
Mhm.
But we all have skeletons in our closet that if we could take them out and mend them, would you?
Yeah. Absolutely. And the people we meet, I what gets me lately is there's several people and companies that right now that have a little bitter I have a little bitter taste in my mouth right now because their integrity is not where it should be. And I'm just praying right now as we speak that they do right by me and right by others. And if not, then we're just going to have to take it to the social media, but hopefully it doesn't have to go that far. But it is sad when the integrity is not there of companies and they don't treat people right. But they too forget that all you have to do is go to social media and say I wasn't treated right.
You know, though, you will do that. I won't.
I'm just
I,
saying that.
I may put on a review for somebody if it's a business,
Yeah.
but never, ever would I decimate anyone regardless of what they did on social media. That's
Yeah.
where you and I are probably different.
Well, I'm just saying that if a company is going to say that their integrity is to take care of the customer and they don't take care of the customer when you're trying to deal with them one on one, they forget there is a review button. That's
The,
exactly what I'm talking about.
yeah, review I can. But
That's
I
what
think people hop on Facebook and start
no,
putting.
I would never no, I would never go and do a review until I'm trying to take care of it one on one. That's what I'm talking about. You always try to take care of it one on one. Don't ever go and bash a company or anything until you take care of one on one. Because if you do that, your chances of fixing it with the company, you're not going to do it. You
Well,
take care of it first with one on one. But if that doesn't work, then there's social media. And what I'm saying is a company that doesn't want to take care of it one on one, that's sad. That's really sad because when you've exhausted taking care of it just one on one with them and they don't do anything, that's not good business. That's what I'm saying.
as long as you don't bash them online. That's where I thought you were.
No, no, no. I'm talking about when there's some companies that when you try to work with them and they cannot, I mean, you literally, like, you've done everything and it's obvious, and you're trying to say, hey, this is what's done and you're not taking care of it. And you're like, okay, so you're saying this and you're not going to take care of it. They forget that you have the power to go to the media.
It was a lot better when there wasn't anything like that. It really
Right.
was. It really.
But I'm just saying
I
there.
think that's part of where all the hard feelings in the world has come from.
Right.
And it's just you get a bad review. Let's say we
Right.
get one on here, we get a bad review. The next person reads it. There's that little bit of stuff that goes on. Now in businesses, I just think businesses need to have integrity to begin with.
Right.
If they go as far as getting a bad review, they shouldn't have been there in the first place.
Right.
So
Well, the sad thing is that there should never be a customer feeling that they should badmouth a company, but there should never be a company that feels like they should never take care of their customer either.
well,
It's
you'd be surprised how many people never even look at reviews. That's
yeah, yeah, that's true too. So and all that's saying is there's just, but what's really funny is that it's like anything that goes to court, right? You can look at the review and you could see a customer that's just a whiny, and I sorry if your name is Nancy, so I won't say that. But if you're negative, right? And you're just a negative person, it'll be obvious that you're just a negative person
yeah.
and you're just bashing just to bash. But when you got evidence, to show that this isn't right, you know, don't be that company. That's
Well,
all I'm
we have
saying.
a network neighborhood here. I don't know if you have it there, but we got one, and it's a little online app. And there's never anything good on there. Somebody's dog pooped in their yard. Somebody did.
Oh yeah, neighbor. Yeah, yeah.
Don't talk to your neighbor. Tell your neighbor. Don't. I just.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what my dad said, and I know this is internet and all that jazz, but my dad used to say, "Never argue with an idiot."
Yeah,
Because
cuz then it
now,
doesn't make
finish. If you're on the other side of the street watching the argument, you don't know which one's the idiot.
yeah, right. Yeah, cuz you just know better than the person standing there. Yeah, exactly.
So
You're absolutely right.
it's one of the reasons I don't argue. I'll just, if you want to get into it, I'm going to base my opinion. You can base yours, and if there's another word said, you'll be talking to the back of my head.
Yeah.
Everybody wants the right to base their opinion, but that second round of ping pong, once you've hit the ball and I've hit the ball, that third hit of the ball is anger. And when that third hit happens, you start saying things that you can't retract.
That's true. Absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
everybody, one shut up, let the other one make their statement. You get the chance to make your statement. No rebuttals. It's like a court case. It's done. Then everybody go back to their respective corners and figure out how the heck they're going to deal with it. Now
I
that's Cheryl's opinion for today.
No, I love it. And that goes with the topic as far as the people we meet. The people we meet them where they're at, right? And you see them for face value, and you could take it or leave it. But the people you meet, like they say, be the person that when you meet people, you meet them and you leave them at a better place.
Well, I'm not everybody's cup of tea.
That's okay.
Believe me, there's
Imagine
a
that.
lot of pots out there that don't boil in my square. But I'm just not everybody's cup of tea. But mainly because my mouth runs about 30 seconds before my brain enacts a lot of times. But it's also because I'm as transparent as I am. But some people like that, some people don't. I have people saying, I wish you hadn't have told me that. And my thing back to it, my statement back to them is I told you I asked you twice if you wanted the real answer.
You had a chance.
I give you twice, I give you once. It's like, are you sure you want this answer? And if they say yes, I come back one more time. I need to know if you're 100% sure you want this answer.
Oh boy. I
And
have to
a lot of people don't like that, but at least that's where I stand. But I'm not, I won't intentionally do anything to hurt them even when I answer. If you ask me if my hair's too green, if you don't want to hear the word yes, you may not want to ask that question.
I love that. And that's what I love about you, Cheryl. I mean, I just come for your opinion. And the thing is that I love the fact that if I want your opinion, I take your opinion. And I mean, I take it for the face value and know that, either I'm going to stand in my opinion or just want to hear your opinion. It's not going to waver what I think, but I love to hear it from another side just to have that that perspective.
I don't give it to change anybody unless it's harming someone. Now, if it's harming
Right.
someone, we're on a whole different page. But if it's not harming anyone, it's an opinion.
Right.
It's yours to take, use what you can use, or you can leave the whole thing on the table. I don't care.
I
And if
love
you
it.
think I'll come back and tell you I told you so, if yours don't work, that's optional. But
Oh,
there's just so many people out there that you meet that you can draw from. And if you can, even if it's just that smile, pass it on. If somebody pays forward, you pay forward. Maybe the next guy will pay forward. And you never know. I always wonder where this world would go if everyone would smile once in a while, and if everybody would just be nice for just a little while. It wouldn't even have to be for life, but I've, al- I've often wondered. I mean, years ago, if you were the non nice person, you kind of got pushed in the corner. Everybody else was good. Now it seems like the worse you are, the more you stand out to people. And I'm talking companies and whatever. Of course, we've got a lot of companies here going bankrupt. Got a couple freight companies that went out over the last 6 months. Holland, YRC, or Yellow Freight, or both, they both bankrupt. A lot of it was because I still believe they had crappy drivers. I know that the ones that came to my shop, and I say that right on the internet. I had one YRC driver that was good. The others came in and they could have cared less about the product, how they got it on the thing.
mm,
So I always just told the driver, that's kind of where I'm at. Wasn't no use to go back and talk to his boss man because if he was doing it to me, he was doing it to others.
yeah.
So that's, again, that's Cheryl's opinion.
No, I love to hear how you think. I love that. And I don't even question how you think. I just love hearing your perspective cuz
Well,
you know.
it's the thoughts of an old woman that
No, a mature woman. A
a
mature
a queenager.
a queenager. I like that. I love it.
No,
Okay.
it's again, it's just my point of view, and anybody. The main thing, and I know we're wrapping up. The one thing I want to say is try to do something good for somebody today. You never know if that's the person that needed it.
I love that. As always, Cheryl. I love your 2 cents.
Three.
3 cents. Okay. Oh, I love you so much, Cheryl. Well, you guys, just remember the people we meet, just brighten their day. Just, find something that you appreciate about them and let them know that you appreciate something about them. And you might make their day because you might be the only person that said something kind to them. And you may make their day just because you appreciated them. So, Cheryl, I appreciate you so
Appreciate
much.
that. Appreciate you too, Bob.
Yes, I appreciate Bob. And Cheryl, I appreciate you because a lot of times you interview people that probably don't appreciate you interviewing them because sometimes they don't even show up the way they should for an interview.
Believe me, when it's employment interview, the interviewee has a lot of free time going on.
All right, you guys, have a great day. We'll see you again. Love you, Cheryl.
Love you too.
Bye.
Bye.